What's up, you crazy YouTubers? It's Mike from the Autograph Network coming to you with a big mail day recap. Don't know how many exactly. Let's just get right into it. First thing, got a delivery. Ultra Pro 3 pocket pages. Some of you guys ask how I protect my photos with these. They're basically just like the pages used for baseball cards, except there's 3 for the 4x6 photos. So I use front and back. So each page holds 6 photos, 1 horizontal, 2 vertical. So I got a box of 100 in. So on to my next binder of 100. So got those in, and on to the TTMs. Had an awesome day. And we'll jump right into it. Sacramento, California. Very cool return here. Some aviation goodness. This is coming from Frank H Griffith. Sorry, Frank H Griffith. This one got a little smeared or bubbled a little bit, but this one's very sharp. To Michael John H Griffith, NACA. He broke the sound barrier in 1949, I believe, flying the X-1 plane. So very cool. So that's the X-1 getting flown up, and then it gets released and then takes off with the rockets from that. And there's a cool shot of him coming out of the plane. And he also sent a little letter here basically explaining some of the highlights of his career and a little bit about the X-1 flight. And John H. Griffith, NACA research pilot. So very cool test pilot return. Next one looks like Stamford, Connecticut. So very close to me. Hall of Fame goodness. Frank Gifford. So found a cool shot of him. So signed 1 of 1. So very nice on that. Let's see. Next one. Alright. Yakima, Washington. Used to live right out that way too. So very cool return here. You guys are probably familiar with, if you know anything about the Bigfoot legend, the old 8mm film that supposedly shows Bigfoot. Well, this is one of the guys that shot that. This is Bob Gimlin. So very cool. Nice shot of the Bigfoot creature from the video. Signed that one, and that's just another shot, and dated that 10/20/67. So that's when the video, or the 8mm film, was recorded. So that's a cool return. Oh yeah, I sent this one also. It was a little custom I made with his name, Robert Gimlin. Again, dated at 10/20/67. Can't remember the other guy's name right now, but he's passed away. The other guy that was there filming that day. But there's the footprints from the Bigfoot creature, and he sent a couple of extras, and it's pretty cool. Here he is. That's the man himself riding his horse, and he dated this one. So this is probably a personal photo, 5/16/09. So very cool to get that back. And he also sent, cover up his phone number here, his business card, Mountain Giants, 67 PG film, Bob Gimlin. Signed it there. And to Archer Bob. So very cool. So that's an awesome return. I'm fascinated by the Bigfoot legend, so you guys can leave a comment down below if you believe or don't believe. Virginia. Pretty cool return. If you guys grew up in the 80s, you remember Ollie North, the Iran-Contra affair. Signed one. That's Archer, all the best, Ollie North. Cover of Time, I was authorized to do everything that I did, Oliver North. Signed it in blue Sharpie there. It says Archer Study, Ollie North. Sent this one. He works for Fox News. Signed that one. He also sent a little extra. War Stories. Little book plate here. And also sent me a very cool patch. Fox News Channel. So that's pretty awesome. Nice extra there. Got a bunch of extra stuff today. Very happy about too, by the way. Next one. Hudson, New York. Pretty awesome return here. And some of these are part of the Stacy Schaefer project, so hopefully Stacy will be getting his in. But this is Ron Fordinner. He is the Sunday cartoon artist of Dennis the Menace. So there's the man himself. And pretty cool. He signs his name and then drew a little Dennis the Menace there. Signed that one. Found this photo. It was an old, like the rough sketchings of Dennis the Menace. Same thing. Ron signed his name and a little sketch there. This was a first day of issue. It's a photograph of a postcard. So there, that's what was on the postcard, and then he signed his name up there. So that's pretty awesome again with the Dennis Menace thing. And this is awesome. He drew Archer a Dennis the Menace. This is hand drawn, hand colored. You can see all the coloring on the back come through. Signed it. This is basically on a index card. I did not send this. This was an extra that he included. So that's awesome. That ranks right up there with the Big Bird return I got. A full color Dennis the Menace. Like I said, you can see all the markers coming through. And he also just sent this, just asking, dear friend, if Dennis the Menace isn't in your Sunday paper, please write them and request it. Dennis the Menace Sunday page artist. So very cool. And this last one is awesome. Bunch of extras. So that's my original SASE uncanceled stamps, but you can see it's taped to a big 8x10. This is what I originally sent. Now many of you guys that are baseball fans of history recognize this photo as Eddie Gaedel, the little person that pinch hit as kind of a gimmick. There's his jersey 1/8. The man that he pinch hit for was Frank Saucer. So Frank signed that. Here is a team photo of the San Antonio Missions 1950. There's Frank. Signed that. So again, he's the batter that Eddie Gaedel, the midget, pinch hit for. I sent this one, which tells a little bit about Frank, and he crossed out because apparently the Ronnie Joyner, the person who did this, took a little liberty with what was written, and so Frank put a little post-it note saying that he took some liberties and he crossed that out, and sent me a bunch of extra stuff. So I'm going to go over this real quick. Alright, so he signed two of the photos, sent a little post-it. He actually did not sign this one, and then sent me a bunch of photocopied stuff, and he signed all of it too. So let's see if I can get that to focus a little better. Okay, so there, this basically talks about Frank and his military career. So there's Frank in his military uniform, and there he is now. Signed that. So that's one extra. Bear with me one second, guys. Sent me another little note. Michael Rose, I've enclosed some extra trivia. If no interest in it, just toss it out. Best regards, Frank Saucer. It will not be tossed out. So basically this was a letter that somebody wrote to him, that, let's see, Joseph Overfeld, and this was the letter he sent back to him, and Joseph Overfeld actually wrote a big article on him, and so Frank signed it there. There's the famous picture again. This is titled Small Wonders, so he sent the article, signed it, so that's the second extra he sent. And so here's, look familiar, this was the 4x6 that I sent. There it is, that's mine that he crossed out. He actually sent the same thing, didn't cross it out this time, and signed it. So basically got another 8x10, and you know, just another article. So he signed that, and he also sent this missions greats about the San Antonio missions. His name is right there. 1950 outfielders, and there's a picture of him, and he signed it. So that's pretty awesome. Sent all that stuff extra, and here's a recommendation for you guys. I try and personalize all my letters. I've talked about it, and we all have seen that photo. If you know anything about baseball, we know this photo. We know Eddie Goodell was the little person that they pitched to, and this is a very famous photo. But how many of you guys ever thought about the person he pinch hit for? You see a photo like this, do a little research on it, guys, and that's all I did, was found out that Frank was the person that was pinch hit for, and wrote to him and graciously signed a couple of my photos and sent me a ton of extra stuff. So just, you know, say something in your letter. You know, I saw this photo and did some research and talk about his career. You know, after I found out who he was, found out that he played for the San Antonio Missions, Googled them, found a team photo, and there we go. You know, that's basically how I do things at the Autograph Network. It's a lot of researching. Like, have you guys ever stopped to think about who is the artist behind Dennis the Menace? We see it in the Sunday paper, but take a minute and just be like, oh wow, there's his name. Google it, find some pictures, send them off. So that's it. Awesome mail day. Very happy with what came in. You'll probably see some of these. Like I said, some of them are part of the Stacy Schaefer project. And that's it, guys. I probably rambled on enough. Anyways, Mike from the Autograph Network is out.